Well, hello. Welcome back to the Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. Well, thanks for sharing these podcasts week after week, and I really appreciate it. I've heard from a few of you off and on where you're listening from, and so I really do appreciate you emailing me, sballard at growingforward.biz, B-I-Z, and letting me know where you are, even if you're in my good old state of where I'm currently living, Indiana. But again, always fun to hear which city, state, country, all that good stuff. So, and if you haven't shared this podcast, why the hell not? Oh, and just in case you are new, this is Sandi Ballard, your host. My website, www.growingforward.biz. Twitter, slballard13, my favorite number. And on the old Instagram, new to that. I said last time it was Coach Sandi. It's actually Taskmaster Sandi with an I. Better fitting. Did I mention I was told a couple weeks ago I kind of was coming off a little nice, a little soft? So, I was thinking about that. I was like, gosh, was I losing my edge? Was I forgetting who I was? Was I getting comfy? Well, this podcast is No More Excuses, right? So it was great that someone actually brought that to my attention. So last week I was not overly nice, I guess. I don't know. You have to decide that. So if you haven't listened, podcast number 70, listen up. Last week's was focused on no more excuses and getting shit done. So what have you done to help you? Or are you still searching for that magic pill? Oh, the easy way, maybe? Or just the one thing, the magical answer that makes everything click and fall into place? What's the quote? If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Are you still looking for that answer as to why you've not made any progress? I also think, and have talked about this with clients and in podcasts, why aren't you making progress? That 4-letter F word, my least favorite word, F word, fear. You're overthinking, which is what you do when you're afraid. Perfection, fear of perception, not knowing it all, not being perfect. But yeah, the perception that comes with that, comfort zone, fear, what if you take that first step? Fear of heights, fear of spiders, fear of all that shit. But that fear, everything, it's behind everything. Yes, I've talked a few podcasts ago, habits are the killer of your goals and dreams, but fear is right there. I've talked about that a lot in my podcasts. I've actually heard this one. I've been told this by a client, well, now a former client. I just don't want to work that hard. Like my quote that I found earlier. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? Well, there's a reason why she and I are no longer working together. Well, is she living her legacy? Knowing her, I'm sure she's very happy. She's always a very happy person. She's always kept herself busy taking care of others, doing things for other people, and not paying attention to her own needs and wants, her dreams and goals. Is that okay? Sure, if that's what she can live with. So if that sounds like you, go for it. Be okay with who you are. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because I'm okay with who I am. But it's a matter of I'm not okay with where I am in my life. I am living my legacy, but there's more to it, right? You don't otherwise, why don't you just give up, right? If you're okay with status quo, then cool. Why are you listening to this podcast then? So again, then there's also the people I'm going to start now calling the WebMD people. We've all done it. We've searched Google for answers. Why? Why do I feel like this? We all want to self-diagnose. Why do I think this way? Why do I feel this way? I have a pain in my right side, but this is what I'm going through. This is why I'm not making progress. We look for reasons, answers as to what ails us. But then what? We find it and we're like, woo! So, yeah, is that the proof you needed? Is it? So we want a reason to be okay. We want to justify our excuses, our progress and actions, or lack of. Again, that's okay. Whatever it takes for you to understand you're not alone in how you feel, how you're thinking, and what's going on in your life. You need to justify that, your behavior. Well, but what do you do with this newfound reason? Okay, so you're not alone. No one is. I've said that a gazillion times to people, to clients. Hence the reason I have monthly coaching groups, so clients can see for themselves that other people struggle like they do. Other people have the same challenges, or maybe they have different challenges, but they're not alone in this madness, the chaos, and the adventure called life and business. And a lot of times, people have different strengths and challenges. So the groups help people identify ways for help and solutions. Like I haven't said it a gazillion times, as I sit there face palming and saying, oh, like I haven't said that a bunch. How about I told you so? But the groups help people see that they're not alone. If that's what the Google and the Web-Md'ing is helping you do, cool. There's a gazillion, I love that word, podcasts out there. There's tons of coaches. There is many, many ways, webinars, books. Yes, even I have two. But there's a ton of things out there for you to self-help, self-diagnose. But the thing is, what do you do with that information? So you found your twinsy, someone that relates to you, someone that has the same thing going on or has gone through the same shit you have. You've got your self-diagnosis and whatever your mind has helped you elude you to believe that is going on. It's magic. Oh my God. The stars have aligned. The heavens have opened up. Voila. Here she gets me. That's it. It's exactly me. Okay? Like I always ask you. So now what? Does your twinsy give you the answer on how to fix yourself? The magic pill? If so, please share so others can get help too. So, is this edgy enough? I have to say I am feeling a little better. My pointy shoes must be shined up. And if you're unfamiliar with me, I tend to say I wear pointy shoes and carry a whip. Just check out my second book cover, the cover of my second book. So you need to look that up and just check it out. You don't have to buy the book. Just check it out, okay? It's called How Badly Do You Want It? Just look at the cover. So anyway, my point this week and what I want to hear from you is, what is this newfound reason as to why you're not making progress, not getting shit done? And what are you going to do about it? What did your twinsy tell you? What advice were you given? What magic pill did you get? How can you overcome the biggest obstacle you have? Fear. And yourself. Let me know. Email me, sballard@growingforward.biz, because you may not want to post it here in the comment section, but let me know. I want to hear what it is you're feeling, because, if you have the answer and can't figure it out, we need to talk. Getting you to understand you are not alone can be the hardest thing I ever have to do. If you're working with me or another coach and you're still feeling like you're alone, you've got to tell your coach. But at some point you have to take responsibility and realize you are your only competition. And fear is going to be in charge if you don't take that first step. You can scream through it. You can, do whatever you need to get through it, to take that first freaking step. Because you got to realize you're not alone. You are not the only one going through this. And you're never going to make any progress until you do overcome the fear that's within you. All right, so email me, sballard@growingforward.biz. If you just can't do it, you can't take that first step, email me. Let's do a strategy session. Or, for the love of God, find a coach. There's a zillion of us out there. Have a great week. Cheers.